Hey guys, Absent-Minded Gamer here. Hey, today we're going to take a look at Miltech Simulation CH47D Chinook helicopter. Now I've been kind of sitting on this one since it was released, and I really wanted to get in and learn it and see some of the different things it could do. But I still think it deserves an introduction video, kind of a walk around the helicopter, you might walk around the helicopter type video type thing, and to kind of show you what it's all about. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right in. So the CH47D, the Chinook helicopter has been used. It first flew in 1962, and it is still flying to this day, with over 1,200 of these helicopters built as of 2012. So this thing is like a massive workhorse. And if you've ever been in a position to hear one of these, I've got years ago at an air show, it would have been the Yakima Air Show in Washington. They used to have these at the air show, and as a kid you got to climb all over them and got to look at them. So that was kind of cool. But when you got to watch them in action, oh my goodness, the sound, and I've just always been fascinated with this particular helicopter. And given that it's not an overly complicated helicopter to fly, I like that. So let's just talk about the Chinook CH47D has a cruise speed of 184 miles per hour. It has a ceiling of 20,000 feet, so you can get up pretty high in this thing. It has a crew of 3. It can carry up to 30 to 50 troops, or 24,000 pounds of payload. The cockpit itself uses a Rockwell-Collins Common Avionics System, otherwise known as a CAAS. And we'll get to that here in a little bit. Detail-wise, it is really good. Sound is exceptional. And the flight model is pretty decent. It's like I said, it's not an overly complicated helicopter to fly. So I managed to pick mine up directly from Milviz. I just bought it off their website, and then you have to use a program called Contrail to get the downloads. And actually, Contrail's pretty cool because it will do all the future updates for you. You just have to go into it and check and see if there's an update. So that's pretty cool. You just put in your login information for Miltech, and the program tells you when it needs to update a product. Now, the CH47D comes with 9 different liveries. You'll have, this is the Army, and then you'll have a black one that would have been used for night flying black ops operation, that kind of stuff. Then out of all the liveries, it comes with liveries that are worldwide. And it'll come with one livery that's a tanker livery, and you'll use that mostly for firefighting and whatnot. But realistically, you could use any livery for the same mission if you wanted to. Alright, so here we are sitting in the cockpit. As I was saying earlier, it uses a Rockwell-Collins Common Avionics System, otherwise known as CAAS. It's all pretty straightforward. You'll also have access to a tablet here that will give you access to everything that you need to do from within the helicopter, and I'll show you that too. The sound effects you're hearing are not part of the add-on there. I have FS Realistic running in the background. Here's your overhead. Now, if you're going to go ahead and use the tablet, you just turn on your tablet like this. You have a disclaimer for Miltech simulations. We'll just start at the top. It has a really good map system, especially if you want to switch it over to satellite. I like this, and it's especially nice when you're trying to find a specific location. And then this is the other map mode. We're sitting up here in Alaska at, I think this is Bryant Field. Then you go to your load manager, and this is where you could tell it to load internally a Humvee, a pallet, troops, medevac, boat. And I'll just kind of show you here. We'll put a pallet in. Notice how the helicopter's weight changes. That's pretty cool. Don't pay any attention to my cockpit here. I thought everything was going to be shut down. Alright, there is your loaded chopper. You can also add in troops if you want to. You can do medevac. You can, I mean, there's just so much that you can do with this. So like, we'll just go ahead and add in the medevac and shoot back to the, it ain't gonna let me do it. There. Now you got your troops there, and we're medevacing injured soldiers. The other part of this is it lets you do external loads. So if you want to do any of these, like a Humvee, a UH-60 boat, bucket, UAV, or nets, you select it, and then it will drop that somewhere near your chopper. Like if we click on Humvee, see that red dot at 32 meters? I believe it's going to be out over there somewhere. And then it's also flashing that the hook tandem is wrong. So you just, when you get that, you just need to go up here and change right here. You just change change it to whatever hook mode is required for that load, and that's it. So we just switched it over to tandem. So when you take off and you fly to where that Humvee's at, you have to hover over it for like 4 seconds. It grabs the load, and then you can fly it to wherever you need to fly it. Just be forewarned that you can't exceed the speed. And I'm not sure what the speed limit is for flying them, but I think I got up above 100 and I broke the line. So that's that. And I'm sure all that information is in the manual. But this is all really pretty easy once you get used to it. Then you go to fuel. There, that's self-explanatory. This is where you get into the missions. Now, to do these missions, you have to turn off the crash detection. Otherwise, it'll hang when it tries to boot into the missions. And trust me, if you're not super good at this right away, you're gonna need the crash detection off. I crashed into just about everything. So you have firefighting missions. We can go to the Canadian Rockies, Los Angeles refinery fire. I've done that one a couple times, and fires in London. Or we can do a rescue mission, and that is an Alaska roadside mission. It took me 75 minutes to fly. I never could locate where the roadside rescue was. Well, I shouldn't say it took me 75 minutes. It's a mission that takes 75 minutes. So if you click on it, it's going to tell you that it's going to take you roughly 75 minutes to complete this mission. I never could locate the... I thought you had to fly to the end point, and I had set my waypoint to this here, what they tell you to do, and I flew that whole thing, and I guess I didn't do a good enough job looking for the crash scene. And then there's hoist missions. And this would require the super carrier. I have not tried that yet. UAV delivery. Cargo ship carrying sensitive military cargo has arrived at the port. So that'd be another interesting mission. This only takes about 20 minutes. Military exercises all over the world. Embassy evacuation mission. Kuwait training center exercise. And Queen Elizabeth troop transport. So there's lots to do here. And there's more coming. There's already been a couple updates to this helicopter, and from what I understand, there's a lot more planned for it. And then we jump down to doors. This will open the rear doors, the side door. We'll just go ahead and open everything up so you can take a look. I'm gonna probably goof this up. Let's go outside the helicopter here. There's your side door. And there goes the ramp. Hey, I didn't goof it up this time. And then you just close them. And depending on what you're doing, it gives you the ramp position. So rather than full, you can go level. So if you're hovering, you can do what you need to do accordingly. And then, of course, the hook, which is the center of the helicopter. And what we need to do here is I'm gonna get rid of the load here. Internal. And we'll just go with troops this time. So then we want to go back to our door, open up the hook compartment. And there you are. We are sitting outside on the runway at this will be Bryant Field in Alaska. This is the black livery for the Chinook. And there's that sound that I was telling you. If you've ever heard one of these, they have captured it remarkably well in Flight Simulator. Alright, now the other thing that you get when you buy this helicopter is you get some scenery with it. And you're actually going to get, this is one of them. This is Bryant Field in Alaska. And then you also get Camp Resilience, which I believe I read it's a fictional base. And then a base in Kuwait. And Chabeli Airfield. And RAF Odiham in England. So you get a really nice scenery package with the release of this helicopter. And like I said, they have a lot more planned in the near future. Now we'll switch the... I don't think I have my control. It just seemed like some days you can do really good, and then other days, nothing you do comes off right. That's going to be it for the CH47D. I'll go ahead and jump around and show you the different scenery files, different scenery areas, and as far as the adventures go, that's going to have to be something you check out for yourself, because I don't want to take it all away. Alright, so the first one we're going to be at here, this is Camp Resilience. This is the IACO code is US01. And from what I read, I believe this is a fictional base that you can use to fly the Chinook out of. So there's a lot of detail here, lots to see, and it kind of puts you there. A lot of military equipment. The base perimeter. It gives you a nice location to fly out of, and it is just a short hop, skip, and a jump to Beirut International. Those of you wondering, that is the dusty version of the Chinook. And at this point, I'm going to just show you Chabeli Airfield, and then I'm going to call it quits on this video. I've been having lots of technical difficulties. I can't seem to... Every time I try to jump to a different airport, it crashes on me. So I'm going to just do this one, and this is going to be a Chabeli Airfield. This is HDCH, and this is also another one that comes with the CH47. Lots of detail here. Nice big base. Yeah, even an A-10 part over here. So if you need a base of operations, this is the one to do it. Alright, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you are all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.